Hi, it's time for a weekly sleep tip. So, I'm a psychologist and hypnotherapist, and I teach people self-hypnosis for sleep. It's one of my areas of expertise, also for anxiety and for pain and for other things like that. And I have this downloadable deep and easy sleep self-hypnosis package. It actually teaches people self-hypnosis and through videos and through an ebook guide, and there are 7 audios in that set. And sometimes I get the question either from my own personal, private practice clients, or from people who have over time done that self-hypnosis, and they find that makes such a big difference for them. And then they say, it's interesting, Dyan, they write me, sometimes I feel like I fall asleep right away, even when I'm doing, because there's some self-hypnosis that you do at night when you're going to sleep, and sometimes you can do some during the day and at different times. And they say, sometimes I feel like I don't even hear a word you say. Like I've listened to the recordings, or I've practiced the recordings, it's like, 1,000 times, hundreds of times, and I don't even hear it. And other times I feel like I hear every word that you said and I'm learning it, so I'm doing it on my own. Or I feel like I'm hearing it, but then there's also my to-do list going. And what's going on with that? Like, what's the difference? Am I sometimes going into a deeper self-hypnosis trance, or sometimes I'm not? Like, what does that mean? And it's a great question. So I want to share with you my answer to that. I've tested it out on myself. And for me, because I do my own self-hypnosis, and so I'm not listening to a recording, actually, I'm the sort of the banter in my own head. And so I do the same thing every day. I've been doing self-hypnosis every single day for 27 years. So I went from having terrible, terrible sleep my whole life until I started doing self-hypnosis. And then my sleep since then has been great. So even if I wake up, I go right back to sleep, and I feel like I'm getting really good quality sleep. And whereas I used to have very severe fatigue, I don't have that. I feel really energetic and good. So I know it's working. And how do I know sometimes when I'm doing my self-hypnosis that I'm actually going deep into trance? How do I know I'm not actually falling asleep? Well, because I'm the banter in my own head, and I've been doing the same thing for like 27 years, I know all of the different parts of it. And sometimes I feel like I've fallen asleep, but then I actually know what of those bullet points I've covered and what I haven't, which is kind of weird, because I feel like I'm asleep, but I guess I'm not asleep, because I know what points I've gone through, where I am in my own self-hypnosis. So that's interesting. And then other times I have felt like I'm going through my to-do list and my mind is still going. And then I'll test it out. Sometimes I'll do something that's a more of a physical cue to test, am I really in trance? And I find that I am. There's actually in that deep and easy sleep self-hypnosis package, there's an 8-minute audio that teaches you a technique that you can do if you're having trouble falling asleep. Or falling back to sleep. And what's really amazing about it is it kind of physically shows you the depth of your own trance. Because when our minds are kind of spinning, we're actually and we have insomnia, we're actually kind of in an unpleasant self-hypnotic state. We just don't know how to break ourselves out of it. So I figured out how to do that when I got trained originally in hypnosis, and when I started practicing my own self-hypnosis when I was in graduate school 27 years ago. And so I've tested this out, and it's kind of fun. It's kind of really interesting. So if you go to the link in my profile, you can download a free video and a free ebook, and it will tell you more about these kinds of things. Super interesting, and I think you'll get something out of that. And if then later you want to buy the Deep and Easy Sleep Self-Hypnosis package, you actually, through going to that link in my profile, you can actually get a 30% discount on it. So 30% over if you just go to my website and go to the shop there. So I would do that because it gives you a discount, and you might enjoy it. Okay, so sweet dreams. I hope this is helpful to you. Okay, bye.